Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. I want to watch the Beatles Now and Then a video. I heard the song the other day once and haven't seen this video yet. Thought I'd put it on the channel. Beatles were a big deal to me. I was my first favorite band that I loved when I was like 12. I obsessed on them. I had books about them and checked out all their albums. Me and a buddy of mine were listening to all their songs and thought I was going to be the next Lennon and McCartney. I mean, I've always liked the Beatles. You know, over the years they have faded in the background and not been as I went through my punk phase and whatnot, but they were always, I've always been upset. Like I was totally thrilled with Get Back when it came out, the Peter Jackson thing. I loved that. I watched it immediately. I watched the whole thing in one night, all 6 hours of it or whatever. And yeah, so I just want to check this out. It's going to be their last song. Let's check it out, and we'll talk about it after.
One, two.
Yeah.
It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you. And now and then, if we
Wow, holy shit! That kind of brought tears to my eyes a little bit when they were talking about just whatever, when they were showing George and John together. It was kind of sad the way they're featuring that stuff, those old clips and stuff in there, and having them kind of like there in the room with them playing is cool. And it also almost kind of sounds like the lyrics of this could be, I mean, Lennon wrote this song in, the Dakota apartments during the 70s, somewhere, when he wasn't really recording, making albums or anything anymore. And it sounds almost like it could be about the Beatles, or about the Beatles in general, or about, Paul, or about the gang, or the friends, his old friendships, I don't know. Could be about that kind of thing in general. You never know. But it certainly doesn't sound like it couldn't be about that. Alright, let's go on. These kind of super goofy John Lennon. Huh. Wow. That's really cool.
I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you.
Oh, look at that. Damn. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. That was a trip. See how they regressed kind of at the end there? Like they went to, yeah, like this shot. That's like an old John Lennon and the Quarrymen shot, I think. And there's Ringo. Oh, yeah. See, they went back to their. And that's like, that looks like them in Hamburg or something. Or the Cavern Club. They sort of went like right here at the end, they kind of went back to their more younger. Look at this, super young George Harrison. To their weird younger days. And look at this, right at the very end, these little kid shots of them, I'm presuming. And their little final bow. That's sad, dude. That's actually a cool song. I like it better than even when I heard it the other day. I heard it the other day, I was kind of like, you know. But it actually seems more, I think it actually sounds like he's kind of singing about the old Beatles. He's writing this little song, you know, kind of referencing, you know. I mean, he might not be. Might be about Yoko or some shit. But it certainly doesn't, it's not contradicted by the idea. There's nothing in there that contradicts the idea that he's kind of singing about the good old days and with his old mates in the band, which makes it a really poignant last song for them to put out. I think it's really cool. And I don't know if I said this, but like he had written this song on a cassette tape. You may have heard this already, and or he had just done a demo of it, him playing piano on a cassette, and they wanted to kind of maybe do something with it, but they couldn't. In the 90s, they couldn't really separate his vocals from the piano track. I mean, it was one track. It was this cassette recording. But now now AI programs can do that. They can isolate those two things and separate them and put them on two tracks in like that in 2 seconds. So now the technology's there to do that. So I guess they probably replayed the piano. I'm guessing, and used his vocal tracks. But man, and all those shots of George Harrison and shit, and because they had kind of worked on this song, they had George's recordings for this song from the 90s when they thought about trying to do it and ended up shelving the project, I guess. This is a better last song too, and also the other last thing they did really was that "Free as a Bird." I don't know if you all remember that, but that was sort of a similar situation. That was one of these cassette recordings that John had done. They turned it into a kind of a final Beatles song back then, which I think was the 90s at some point. And they made a trippy video for that too. But I was always like, meh, on the. I mean, that was a cool song. I haven't heard it in a long time, but I remember not being like overly thrilled with it, other than it's cool to hear John Lennon singing a song again. This one I feel like seems more poignantly. Really, they packaged it really well. I actually heard they're going to release it as a single. Now I don't even know how do you do that. Do people even do that at all these days? But they were going to like release this as a single with the flip side being "Love Me Do," the first recording they ever did, which is a cool idea. And I don't even know what a single means anymore, but yeah. So that was really great, touching. I love I love the video. I love all that dragging all that old footage up, and then somehow they made it super crisp, and they put it, and then have them all, multiple Pauls on stage at the same time, multiple Ringos playing drums simultaneously, and those goofy shots of those weird old shots. I feel like I've seen those before, where John and Paul are doing those goofy playing around. I think I've seen this. I don't know what they're from. Some weird old footage. But they really cleaned it up, it looks like. Maybe even colorized it, some of it a little bit. And then, or maybe already was color. But whatever, that was just cool, man. I liked all the multiple Beatle characters at the same time. Well, here's to the Beatles. I'm out of my drink, though, so I better go. Thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.